Hello, my name is Jonathan Narcisse, and I'd like to welcome you to our website and to an Iowa worth fighting for, a 10-step vision of 21st century governance. Iowa is a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family. In fact, one might argue that the greatness of Iowa is in the goodness of Iowa. We have good schools. We have caring and committed communities. We're a state of excellence and ingenuity. Iowa has made contributions that has changed the world, and I'm proud to be an Iowan. Now, we have a 12-part series, and in this 12-part series, we will lay out our vision of what we think will improve the state. Now, the first article or first piece that we have on our website is called An Iowa Worth Fighting For, and in it, we not only talk about why we think Iowa is a great place to live and why it's worth fighting for. But we also talk about core governing principles that we need in this state and in government in order to make it a better, more efficient state. So we talk about that. In the second piece, we talk about the state of the state. In other words, we lay out the challenges facing Iowa and why we think there needs to be a vision, a bolder vision, for getting our state back on the right track. Now, after we get these two pieces out of the way, we move to the 10 steps that we propose to make Iowa an even better place to live. The first one is reorganize, reduce, and reprioritize state government. The second one is creating efficiency, creating greater effectiveness, and reducing or eliminating waste and abuse in local government. The third one is tax reform, and in that one we present our vision of what the tax code should look like in Iowa. From there we move to rural and urban economic development. In it we discuss why we need to move away from, as we call it, the axis of exploitation to a much more citizen-based stimulus and citizen-based economic revitalization. From there, we move to the centerpiece of any reform that takes place in Iowa, and that is fixing our state education system. In that, we lay out a very bold and aggressive plan for making the state better. From there, we move to health, and we don't talk about health the same way that the national debate is going, and debate in other states, which is primarily how we can get more money to the pharmaceutical companies or to the hospital administrators, but we talk about really creating a healthy Iowa. Now, the next one isn't really a step in the way that the others are. It's more advocating or reinforcing certain principles, and those principles are the importance of affirming local control is the way we govern. The next one is protecting private property. The third one is protecting freedoms, such as the right to bear arms. And then finally, we talk about a right that very few people in politics ever talk about, and that is the right of the citizen to be held accountable and experience the consequences for his or her decisions. Now, the last couple, before we get to our final point, are a bit controversial. We talk about public safety and what we need to do to make this a safer state, and also a drug interdiction strategy. And then we get into illegal immigration. And this is an issue that very few have had the courage to take on. We take it on. But illegal immigration must be addressed if we're going to fix the state. Finally, we wrap up the series with talking about the importance of leadership and a legacy of leadership. So those are the 12 articles. We also will, at the end, explain why we've done this, why I've been a part of this, and invite you all to support this process if you believe in what we're doing. That's the end of this segment, and we invite you to now check out the rest of our series.